Hello everyone, this is Zeeebo and welcome to today's Etheria restart video. So in today's video, I would like to showcase the hidden power of Rosa in the upcoming release of the game itself. So Rosa is one of the new characters and I actually managed to see her potential. Like, I think she's actually insanely broken because initially at first glance, let's just run through her kit first. So the character that we are discussing about is Rosa right here. So if you take a first glance at her stat line as a damage dealer, she is not actually the strongest attack wise, and she's also not the fastest speed wise. And her skills, if you take a look at the description, single target damage, deals 3 hit of damage. If the final hit is a crit hit, it's 50% chance to reduce the opponent's turn meter. Okay, pretty, I'll say, like abiding by the rule, quite normal. Like, it's just a very basic skill with a little bit of debuff, right? And if you take a look at the passive right here, Iron Flower blooms. Each time Rosa lands a crit hit, if the target is not inflicted with Blade Heart Bloom, she inflicts a 1-turn Blade Heart Bloom on the target. So this is a debuff. And if you take a look at what Blade Heart Bloom wants to do, allows her or allows like the enemy to take extra damage from basic attacks. And you think that, hey, it's just basic attack, how powerful can that be, right? It's because basic attack is the first skill. So what happens is you would think that, hey, it's not that big of a deal if you get struck by Blade Heart Bloom. But if you take a look at the second part, when the carrier takes a crit hit from the main target, Rosa deals a follow-up attack to them with her basic attack, and this effect can be triggered once per turn. So there's a follow-up from Rosa, and it's 100% follow-up because and like it's 100% of inflicting this debuff, which means that if the opponent has no 100% effect resistance and it's not lucky on the RNG, they will get debuffed by this skill. So 15% extra damage is actually pretty big, and it's actually pretty strong if you actually go into like turn 3 or turn 4 of Rosa, because you have used her ultimate. And this is where I think she's actually insanely powerful, because if you take a look at this skill, Grand Hunt right here allows Rosa to apply a 2-turn crit up, increases crit by 30%, and then dealing 3 hits of 120% damage to all enemies, with crit having a 40% chance to further reduce the speed of the enemies. So it's 3 hit with crit up, which means that there is a higher possibility for you to crit in case you're not 100% crit rate. And if you do hit the crit on all 3, that's quite a fair bit of damage together with a speed debuff onto the enemy. So very impressive stuff in PvP. And this skill, right, initially I thought, hey, it was pretty plain, because like if you take a look at the unit stat wise, Rosa's attack is not exactly the best, right? If you talk about attack wise, Borjin has like one of the better base attack stats. If you talk about speed, like, she's not the strongest speed wise. 106 is really not very fast. Like, if you have units like, for example, we're not going to compare Lily, like Lily's one of the speedster. For example, Hendrik 112, for example, Hellkit 111. So on the speed side, on the base level, Rosa is actually not the best and not the most impressive, but with the support or the speed tuning of your other teammates to speed up her ultimate to get to her ultimate usage, is actually a really powerful unit. So in the next part, we'll showcase it in the arena replays to talk about what I observe about Rosa right here. Okay, so right here we have some replays. So I'll start off with the very first match where I started off to test the waters to see how fast the speed of his units were, because he might have fine-tuned it from the last time we battled. So right here he used Codex for the Shell of the Lily, and his Lily is insanely fast. His Lily is like just way faster than mine after much experimentation. Like, I just speed tuned my Lily to be the fastest unit in the team, but still not fast enough compared to him. And then with the speed control from his Lily, as well as the debuff from the Freya to give me that massive damage taken over here, right, from the Freya's Nightmare, the Rosa's ultimate actually did so much damage that it pretty much crippled my whole team. And then the Rin came in to kick me, and now like, okay, sure, I can't beat him because I can't beat him by speed, because the Lily is faster, so he always has this speed advantage control. So I decided to go with a more, I'll say, like slow build to counter instead of outspeed. So right here we change out our shells, we change out some of my units. Okay, so we went with Lily to try to get that turn meter up when we take a specific amount of damage, such that my Lily can come in and control him. So same thing, you guys will see the start of the battle being the same. We're just gonna 3 times everything. Okay, he's just gonna use the Rosa, and he probably built max crit because of the shell that he's using, because the pet that he's using increases his damage numbers based on the crit that he deals, which we'll run through in a bit. So this is the shell that I changed out, which gives me that turn meter boost, as you guys can see. So my units are able to intercept his other units, which is faster than me at this point, and then use our skill. But at this point, my Borjin got deleted, so I just lost the fight there because I lost my carry. So that's that. But from his build itself, right, I can't see the stats exactly, but I'm assuming that guy's Rosa is a max crit or a high crit with crit damage build, because he was running this over here. Let me just go into this one, momentum. Okay, so he was running this one, Revelation. So Revelation enables each crit hit dealt by the owner animals in this turn to do additional true damage equals to 12% of the target's HP. So when you combine that with Rosa's ability to buff up her home crit to make sure that, hey, you can reach that 100% crit even without like having crit stats on your equipment that much, this is actually insanely powerful. Like he just went full damage on me, and that's why the Rosa hits like a truck. So that's like the combo that I can do with her, because there is some base crit over here, right? This is her without any crit. So if you have your crit shells, for example, let's say we go with our crit, which is momentum. Okay, so momentum is crit 24%. So this set bonus together with the base crit is around 30 plus, right? Her own ability over here is a 30% increase, so that's like 60 plus. So you just need to build in like 40 plus % crit from the modules, which are the equipments, and then you're good to go with 100% crit build for Rosa over here. So that's why he was hitting like a truck with all the crit damage boost. So how did I beat him in the end? So I decided to go like the slow build to counter attack him with my Tiamat together with Lilith as well as my Sanya build. So let's go. We're gonna run through the countering and my idea of this team to win. Okay, so at this point, yeah, you see the same thing, Lily speed tuning, and then Freya debuffing me, allowing the Rosa to actually kill me. So what I realized is, because of Rosa's low attack stats, despite having the massive crit damage as well as the crit as well as the numbers, he's not able to finish me off, right? If in this case this unit is not Rosa, it's Borjin instead, I think my whole team will get wiped, because Borjin has just way better base attack stats. So if we have the same kit but with Borjin stats, we just lose here. So right here, our Lily was able to counter attack because we got that speed up from our Lily. So we changed out our build a little bit to play the more counter offensive build. Okay, so same thing, throw out the stats. And then my Tiamat here casts the cat to heal me up and give me the turn meter because of the high damage that we take. But the Rosa was still able to follow up, attack me, and then bring me down. But this time around, I bought Sanya over here to give me the revive ability to bring back my Tiamat. Okay, and then heal my whole team while removing the debuff. And then, yeah, we just counter attack from there. Because Lilith's control will come in, and then Lilith, which is the pink hagger all the way on the right, is able to spam her AoE skill to debuff the speed of the opponent as well as stun them with the mischief. Okay, so yeah, we are like on the back foot, right? Look at this. Oh yeah, we're on the back foot. It's fine, we're gonna catch up because we're not gonna outspeed him, we're gonna counter attack him with our skill. So we have the extra turn ability procced. Okay, so we control stun, so attacks us perfectly fine. We are quite tanky, okay? We are not built to outspeed him. We are built to survive and then counter attack. And then Tiamat here throws out a taunt. So from the looks of it, his team probably fine-tuned on the offense, right? He wants to kill you as fast as possible, max speed, max attack, max crit rate, as well as max crit damage. So it doesn't seem like he has much effect resistance, which means that Lilith's ability to stun as well as speed down is always going to come in, because like we get our mischief debuff over here. Okay, so we slowly brought him down, and then we just win the battle from there, having the numbers advantage. So yep, that's pretty much it for this showcase. Maybe we'll showcase one more match with regards to like how OP Rosa can be. Like, I think she's actually much more powerful than I expected to be, because like looking at her base stats, you would think that, yeah, this unit is pretty weak, right? Like the attack is 900 plus. There's so many more units that are at the 1000 plus range. So we just speed things up. There are cases that I will still lose this match, because in this battle, I think the follow-up from the Rosa as well as me autoing the match, not targeting the Rosa to bring her down, allowed the Rosa to perform a counter attack with the follow-up ability of the second skill. Yeah, so right here, same thing. Throw out the thing, we get our buff. So our Lily got brought down, so there's no speed control on our side. Okay, Tiamat counters attack, quite a fair bit of damage, and then the ring comes in to damage us again. I think this one killed my Sanya or something. Okay, Lily come in with the speed control. Yeah, so we can see this follow-up ability of Rosa is actually insanely powerful. Like, it is something which, like, I thought, hey, you know, what can a follow-up ability do? But the thing is, if you're able to follow up, like, from an ally's attack that almost brought an enemy down, to sort of snipe the key targets down, if the Sanya was not brought down there, we will be able to heal up and then we will be able to win the match fair. So that was how I lost, right, based on like the replay itself. So that's that. We got debuffed by the Freya, and then the Speedster Ring just came in and then kick us and win the battle from there. So there is still a possibility that I might still lose based on like the auto manualing of the PvP side. But yeah, it is actually a really good unit. It is a very well-rounded unit, being able to cover a lot of grounds, being a good AoE, being a good buffer debuffer, as well as a follow-up damage dealer to bring down specific enemies that could be low, right, if you don't have enough damage, and then just win the match from there. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just a simple showcase of Rosa for today's video. I'm having a lot of fun so far. I think my opponent's gonna change out the team, and then we're gonna fight against each other tomorrow once again, which is pretty excited to see what he's gonna bring to the table. But that's it for this video. I'll see you guys again in my next Etheria restart video. Bye guys.